Johnson coming at you, back at it again, live, like 85, ready to hit these safety squat bar squats up from fucking months ago, man. This was a day that I took 345 out for 3 sets of 8. I'm pretty sure I had done it before, but I wanted to do it again because I had a break in training. The last time I did it did not feel so good. So I took 345 out again, and as you can see, by myself in the gym, and it actually felt much better than the last time I did it. So no, you're not seeing double, you're just seeing me making sure that my squats are on point because I had some big squat numbers coming up, which you're going to see at the end of the video. So stick around for that. I know it's a long video, but watch as the safety squat bar pulls me forward, I fight against it, and I stand back up straight. Thing that I like about the safety squat bar is it gives you a high bar training style with a low bar back pump. So it helps a lot with the low bar, even though you get to stand straight up at the top, you really get the hips fired up, back fired up, quads fired up. Been trying to squat with a little more quad emphasis lately, so in case my hip does hurt for whatever reason on that day, that I can still squat. And lately my hip has been hurting bad. I'm finally starting to get something done to it, a little bit of cupping action. And when I got the cups off it the first time, it felt like a brand new hip. It didn't hurt at all. So here it is again, 340 first, some more, 345, different angle. See that depth at the bottom? You can see I'm like bouncing out of the bottom though, which not too happy about. That one was a little better. Trying not to bounce and rely on the joints. Try to control it on the way down, on the way up. Kind of makes me for a slow squatter, but that's okay because at least I'm in control of the weight, except for that one. I'm in control of most of the weight. Get that time under tension, build the muscles, build the nervous system. 345 for 8 is a lot of weight, especially with the safety squat bar, which is pretty cool. Front squats as accessories. I went up to 20. I went 185 for 10, 205 for 3 sets of 10, then 185 for another set of 10 or 12, something like that. Just trying to accumulate volume in the quads. With the front squat, I like to bring my stance in a little bit more, go a little more flat-footed, let my knees drive forward, obviously, because you're trying to stay straight up and down. This is a really good builder for log pressing and pretty much any overhead pressing, learning how to keep the heels down but let the knees drive forward. So that's what I like doing. If my shoulders were a little more better and not so garbage, I would not have such an issue holding the barbell up, but for whatever reason they are, and that makes me have a hard time holding that barbell up. You can see the indifference in my knees too, my ankles really. My left ankle doesn't flex as well because when I was a kid I broke it. The doctor never set the bone. Said I'd be fine by the time I was 30. He's fucking wrong. Fuck him. He's a piece of shit. Dr. Lieberman. Don't ever go to him. And then I just dragged the sled a little bit. I love dragging the sled. Dragged the sled for quite a bit. On this day, log press, school, work, life, tired, bullshit. 5 sets of 5 at 175. Not really that great of a day. I ended up like missing a couple reps on this day, having a hard time getting the pop out of the bottom. Quite frankly, my body was just tired. I probably shouldn't have done these. I probably should have just rested instead of being such an idiot. Should have taken the week off back then so I wouldn't have to take a week off now. But yeah, you can see I missed that rep and I got mad and I yelled. If you have me on Instagram and Facebook, you would have seen it. But then I kind of came back with a vengeance because I'm like, this is 175. This is not supposed to be this hard. Thing is, 190 at the beginning of the year was my shaky 1 rep max, and I need to remember that sometimes because 175 is kind of a lot of weight when you used to earlier in the year when I had that 190. Yeah, I mean, it's real close to what it used to be, and it's not too far away. I might have the strength, but I don't necessarily have the experience, that accumulated time of log pressing over and over and over again. I have log pressed a lot this summer, and I did shoot my log up at least 20 pounds. So for something that's pretty brand new to me, I gotta sometimes pull myself back and understand that it's not so bad. Then I took the axle out, 170 pounds on the axle. I did another couple sets of 5. I think I did 3 sets of 5, then I dropped it down to 120 and I hit 3 sets of 10, trying to accumulate some volume, get a shoulder pump. Everything was just feeling fucking heavy on this day. Nothing really felt good. So I'm like, I'm just going to do some dips. I'm going to get some conditioning in. 4 rounds of 15 dips and 15 calorie bike. And I was pretty smoked after. That bike you're going to see. Watching somebody on the bike is not too fun. It just kind of sucks the entire time. Trying to keep my watts at probably around 300-400, something like that. Trying to get it done as fast as I can. I think I was doing like every 90 seconds, every minute maybe. I can't remember. It's in my training log. And then moving on to the squats here. This was 385. This set felt really good. So this was even before like all that other stuff in the beginning of the video. I don't know where the other 2 videos of this went, but I'm kind of pissed about it. But at least I got this triple at the end here. 385 for 2 sets of 2 and a set of 3. I was super fired up about it on this day because I had never done that before. But my training had led up to this point. I knew I could do it and it was feeling pretty good. So I went for that triple at the end. And then on this day, this was actually Thanksgiving. So a few weeks later, a month later, I went 395. And you can see it's a little shaky. My hip was kind of bugging me. I couldn't externally rotate as hard as I want to. I was a little tired, a little dehydrated, a little wonky. But again, I knew my training had led up to this point. I knew that I could do it. I just needed to have that mental persistence to grind through it. And that's exactly what I did for 3 sets of 2 with 395. So no, I'm not mad about how shitty the bar moved because I had never done it before. I know that after this rest, I'm going to be coming back with a fucking vengeance after the school year's over. After the school semester's over here in a couple weeks, I'm going to be coming back. Yeah. You can see like right there. Oh, it's probably not even synced up. But you can see like when I dip again, that's my hip fighting. It hurts so fucking bad. It presses on my sciatic nerve. There's not much I can really do about it besides get some soft tissue work on it. It just sucks. It sucks real bad. I'm not happy about it because it's holding me back. I know I could pull 560 if I didn't have this hip problem. If I could get the training in, I know I can squat or something. I can squat a little bit higher than what I'm doing. But this hip is bugging me so bad that I just can't train properly. This is my last set here, or there. Then I moved on to these safety squat bar squats because 315 wasn't moving for reps. Low bar, so I'm like, I'll just take out 315 on the box squat, get a little change of stimulus anyway, load up the hamstrings a little bit. I really love the box squat. It's just been on such a long time since I've done it. It's always more comfortable for me. It doesn't hurt nearly as bad. I like to hammer the box squat. Makes my legs look good. Makes my back feel good. Makes my hips feel good. If you get a low box, you can start to stretch the hips while you're getting your work done. Change the box height. And then at the end of this, I did 315 for 12, 225 or 245 for 12, 155 for like 15, and then I was done. Did some Bulgarian split squat. I left the bar on my back, no weight on it. I did Bulgarian split squats, seated good mornings, and regular good mornings for like 4 rounds of 12 or something like that. 10 or 12 each leg on the Bulgarian split squats, and like 12 with the good mornings, without taking the bar off my back. So I really wanted to fire up my back a lot. And that's that for right now. So I appreciate you watching, hanging out, staying tuned. There's going to be more videos coming up. I got some deadlift repetitions coming up, and more log, and that's about it. See you.